So a doctor orders 1.5 grams of medication for a patient. The tablets available are labeled 250 milligrams each. How many tablets should be administered to the patient? All right, now we do have a multiple choice question here, and let's take a look at our answers. So A is 4, B is 5, C is 6, and D is 7. Now, feel free to use a calculator, but if you think you know the answer, put that into the comment section. So, once again, a doctor orders 1.5 grams of medication for a patient. The tablets available are 250 milligrams each. How many tablets should be administered? Okay, so here's my little illustration of a patient that's not feeling too well. So the doctor says, hey, you need 1.5 grams of this particular medication. Okay, so that's fantastic. And you need to figure out how many 250 milligrams, how many of these tablets that are 250 milligrams this patient needs to take. Okay, so we know the correct answer is 6, but why is that? Well, we need to know a relationship between grams and milligrams, and that relationship is the following. Okay, so this is really important stuff, particularly in nursing, but we're talking about basic metric system kind of conversion. So 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams, right? You definitely need to know this right here. So 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. So 1.5 grams is equal to 1,500 milligrams. Now, the doctor didn't say, hey, give the patient 1,500 milligrams of medication to make your job easier, right? So you're like, hey, doctor, we only have these tablets that are at 250 milligrams. So if the doctor was kind of, being nice, he would say, hey, this patient needs 1,500 milligrams. So, you can obviously do the math pretty easy here because the units of measure are the same. So what we need to do is convert 1.5 grams into milligrams. Of course, that is 1,500. But assuming you understood that conversion, well, then we have the same units of measure. So if the patient needs 1,500 milligrams and you have 250 milligram tablets, these units of measure are going to cross cancel, and you can just take this 1,500 and divide it by 250. Of course, you get 6. All right, so that is the right answer. But really, what I want to do here is to make sure you understand how to convert one unit to another. All right, so we're going to talk about something really important here, and that is called a conversion factor. Okay, so a conversion factor is something we multiply one unit by to get to another unit. Now, what we want to do here is figure out how many milligrams of medication the patient needs. So the doctor gave us the medication level in grams. We want to go from grams to milligrams. And of course, we need to understand that 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. Of course, 1.5 grams is equal to 1,500 milligrams. But what is the mathematics that is really going on here when we want to convert, from grams to milligrams? Okay, so what we need to do is use something called a conversion factor. And a conversion factor is effectively a fraction. All right, so we want to think of this fraction right here. So in 1 gram, there is 1,000 milligrams, right? So we don't want to write it with an equal sign. We want to write a fraction, right? So there's 1,000 milligrams per 1 gram, right? So 1,000 milligrams per 1 gram. Also, you can think of it this way. There's 1 gram per 1,000 milligrams, all right? So both of these fractions or ratios are correct, all right? So we need to use one of these conversion factors. So this is a factor, and the word factor means that we're going to multiply it by something. So if I gave you the number 10 and I said factor 10, well, you might think of the numbers 2 and 5. The numbers 2 and 5 are factors of 10. So a conversion factor is an expression that we're going to multiply something else by to change the units of measure. Now, this is really important on what I'm going to tell you next. So make sure you pay attention. So there is in 1 gram, there's 1,000 milligrams, all right? And there's 1,000 milligrams to 1 gram. So what we want to do is go from grams to milligrams, right? So we're trying to figure out the medication level in milligrams, not grams, right? Because our tablets are in milligrams. Okay, so which one of these conversion factors should we multiply 1.5 grams by to get 2 milligrams, right? So they're both equal, or they're both technically correct, 1 gram per 1,000 milligrams and 1,000 milligrams per 1 gram. Well, the correct one that we need to use is this one right here. Now, why is that? Okay, now this is where you really have to pay attention in terms of converting units of measure. So what we want to do is go from grams and end up in milligrams. So we want to get rid of grams and be left with milligrams. So right here, when we multiply 1.5 grams times 1,000 milligrams over 1 gram, what we're really doing is multiplying two fractions. Okay, so we're going to multiply the respective numerators and denominators. But the main idea here is that the grams are going to cross cancel as units of measure, right? So the grams here will cross, this gram in the numerator will cross cancel with this gram down here in the denominator, leaving us with milligrams, and that's what we want left over. So 1.5 times 1,000 is 1,500 milligrams, right? So this is how you use a conversion factor to go from grams to milligrams, right? So this is really important because when you are converting more challenging units of measure, if you're not thinking in terms of a conversion factor, you will get confused. Now, let's suppose you were thinking this way, which is right. In 1 gram, there's 1,000 milligrams. So if we took our 1.5 grams, matter of fact, let me show you this right here. If I said, okay, I have 1.5 grams, and I know that there is 1 gram per 1,000 milligrams, everything looks pretty good. This is a correct conversion factor. Okay, this is right. However, when we multiply these two numbers, I'm going to end up with grams times grams, or grams squared over milligrams, right? So that's not going to help me out because I want to go from grams to milligrams unless I want this unit of measure, grams squared over milligrams, right? So again, anytime you are converting from one unit to another, you want to think of which unit you want to cross cancel and which unit you want to be left with. Are you struggling in math because of confusing lessons? Maybe the teacher's not showing you all the steps you need, or things are happening too fast. Well, there is a better way. So come on over to my math help program at tcmathacademy.com. There you'll find clear step-by-step instruction by me that will definitely make a huge difference in your math success. So make sure to check out all my courses by following the links in the description.